In this video, I'll be showing you how to replace front brake hoses on a Nissan Maxima. These are located behind the front wheels. Let's get started. Now let's go ahead and remove our front wheel using a 21mm socket. We're going to start off by moving on to the back side of the brake caliper and locating our brake hose and disconnecting it. This is a 12mm bolt. Break it loose. Have a collection receptacle under the vehicle ready for any brake fluid. Set the bolt aside and let the fluid drain out. I'm going to move up our brake hose and remove the first clip. I'll be using a chisel and hammer to strike it off. Now remove the hose from the holder on the strut. Now we're going to remove this clip as well. I'll be prying it out with a flat blade screwdriver. Set it aside as well. Now I'm going to spray my brake line nut with some penetrating fluid to loosen any debris stuck inside and around the surrounding areas. Now to remove our 10mm nut and work it free. Now when it's fully loosened, pull up and make sure it's separated. To remove our hose, I'm going to lightly strike it with a hammer. I'll pull down and there it is. Now I'm going to clean our mating surface with a wire brush. I'm going to go under and above. Now hit the area with some brake cleaner and a clean rag. On the brake hose, there is a point on one side that lines up with a divot on the frame of the vehicle. Just align those and slide it in. Now once they are flush, slide in your clamp and install it by tapping it with a hammer. Now install your line on the hose and tighten it with your wrench. And just snug it down. Now we'll do the same for a second clamp. The point on the hose points down, so align that on the strut and insert it. Make sure it's flush and insert your clamp. And tap it in with your hammer as well. We're going to position our brake hose in place, align it with the mounting tab. Now put one washer behind the hose, like so, and feed your bolt in with the other washer applied. Now hammer on your banjo bolt. Snug this down. And torque this down to 13 foot-pounds. We're going to locate our bleeder screw and remove its cap. Set it aside. And we're going to loosen our screw with a 8mm wrench. Now we're going to wait for some brake fluid to come out. Now we're going to snug up our bleeder screw. Clean the surrounding area with some brake cleaner and a rag. And reinstall your cap. Now let's top off our brake fluid. Remove our cap, turn counterclockwise, and lift up. And also our filter. Just lift up on it and set it aside. Insert a funnel. And we're going to pay attention to this max mark right here. We want it right between the max and minimum. Now remove your funnel. Reinstall your filter and your cap as well. Now let's install our wheel. I'm going to install my 5 21mm lug nuts. Now we're going to torque these lug nuts to 83 foot-pounds in a crisscross pattern. Now once you're finished, go in the vehicle and press on the brake pedal. Ensure it's firm. If it's not, we are going to have to proceed with a full brake bleed. We're going to locate our brake fluid reservoir and its cap. Before we begin, I'm going to clean the surrounding area with some brake cleaner and a rag. And wipe down any dirt or debris. Now we're going to remove our cap, turn counterclockwise, and lift up. And also our filter. Just lift up on it and set it aside. Now using a siphon, I'm going to remove as much brake fluid as I can from our brake fluid reservoir. Insert it and suck it out. Now dispose of this used fluid properly. Now let's top off our brake fluid. Insert a funnel. And we're going to pay attention to this max mark right here. We want it right between the max and minimum. Now remove your funnel and reinstall your cap only. Now we're going to proceed to our right front wheel. Now that we're at the first bleed location, I have an assistant in the vehicle ready. I'll be using a bottle and a hose and removing the brake bleeder cap. Set it aside. Have your 8mm wrench ready. Place it over. Now's the time to place your hose over it as well. I'm going to advise my assistant to pump the brakes about 5 times. Now I'm going to crack the screw open and close it. We're going to repeat this about 3 times. Remove your wrench and reinstall your bleeder cap. Now we're going to proceed to our left front wheel and do the same process. Now let's top off our brake fluid. Now that our fluid's topped off, let's proceed to our right rear wheel. Now that we're at our right rear wheel, I'm going to locate our bleeder screw and cap on the caliper. Remove it as well. Set it aside. Again, place your 8mm wrench over. And also your brake hose. Now I'm going to advise our assistant to pump the brakes. Now break it free. And close it. We're going to repeat this about 3 times. And open. As you can see, we have no more bubbles. So close the screw. Remove the hose. Remove your wrench as well and reinstall your cap. Now repeat this process for the left rear wheel. Now that all 4 sides are bled, we're going to top off our reservoir one last time. Remove the cap. Insert your funnel. And fill it a little bit below the max line. Move your funnel. Reinstall your filter. Press down all the way. And reinstall your cap as well. Now once this is finished, reinstall your wheels, torque them all down to 83 foot-pounds, and after that go inside the driver's compartment and ensure your brake pedal is nice and firm. Then take the vehicle for a road test. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.